It's sad, but the world did treat me different from when I was 308 pounds to now being like 205. Nobody likes to say it, but appearance does matter, bro. The way you look is like your first impression. When you walk into a room, people look at you. Their first impression, without you even talking anything, is your appearance, how you look. So, more than often, people judge off of that. So when I was 308 pounds, I kind of hid myself from the world, which really didn't matter because I already felt invisible in the first place. Every single time I went outside, something reminded me of my weight. Something reminded me of how I looked, or the fact that I wasn't confident, the fact that I was obese, the fact that I just didn't look or felt attractive. It always reminded me of that. I used to go to parties sometimes. I was wall hugging when I was fat, I wasn't out in the open, like in the middle, dancing with everybody and trying to mingle with the girls and stuff like that. I was wall hugging, had a black Nike Tech on, just trying to be invisible as possible while still having fun with my friends, or at least acting like I was having fun, And obviously I didn't get girls, which I don't really care for because, trying to become a better Muslim, so I don't really care for the fact that I didn't get as much girls as I wanted. So even when it comes to approaching girls or who the girls took over me, girls are very simple in the sense they know who they like and they don't know who they like. So if they don't like you, that's it. If they do like you, then they like you. It's as simple as that, bro. And most of the time, they didn't like me. They didn't like the way I looked. So what can I do, And it goes way farther than that. I would go to job interviews and people didn't give me the same enthusiasm as they gave to another candidate. And I never got the job, bro. I never got the job. My whole middle school and most of my high school, I've been trying to get jobs and it just never landed. You think the world is not biased. You think the world is not unfair. The world is a very unfair place, bro. Just by being fat can stop you from getting a job. For Valentine's Day, I went to this restaurant and all the waiters looked the same. But it was the fact that they were all so skinny, like none of them passed 135 pounds. They were all very skinny, brunette hair. Do you think a fat girl would get that job? When I went in there was no fat waitresses, bro. No fat waitresses. It shows bias that they will choose the skinny girl, the attractive girl, over the big obese girl. It happens, bro. Is it fair? No. But that's life. And that should just put everything into perspective of how things go. You ever know when like someone finds you attractive or like intriguing or friendly, when they look at you, they look away and they'll look back. When I was 308 pounds, when I was fat, that never happened to me. People would look and would not give me a second glance. I literally felt invisible, bro. Now when I go out for a run in a nice Nike compression shirt, everybody's staring at me. The old ladies are like, oh, hi. The old ladies are like, oh, hi. Everybody wants to be friendly. It's sad. Again, it's sad, but that's how the world works. Even corresponded with the sport I used to play. I used to love basketball. I used to play basketball all the time, but people didn't really think I was good at basketball because of my weight. They wouldn't pass the ball to me. No coaches would look at me and be like, oh, this guy's a basketball player. They thought I was a football player, bro. Everyone used to always say, yo, go play football. You're wasting your time with that basketball shit, bro. For real. When I finally got in shape, girls started coming my way. I don't entertain them. I'm trying to be a better Muslim, trying to be religious. But they came my way, nonetheless. I started getting treated better. I was finally able to land a job. I'm on break right now doing this video. But when I went to interview for this job, I wore a nice black dress shirt. I walked in there confident with my shoulders wide and held high, and I ended up getting the job. Like I said, when I walk outside or I go for a run, people give me the second glance. People actually recognize me, like I get recognition to the point where I got 50K followers on Instagram right now. Me, Lougotfit, I never thought I would get 50K followers in like 2 months too. In like 3 months I got that. Never in my life. When I was 308 pounds, I would have never thought I would do something like that. I would have never thought I would get the recognition like that. Never. I have a better relationship with food. I'm more confident. My mindset is on point. I know what I want out of life. I can never get back depressed because I know where I'm heading. Life in general is so much of a better experience from when I was 308 pounds to now 205 pounds. And I'm gonna say it again, I know it's fucked up, but people love to judge a book by its cover. As much as people always say, oh, don't judge a book by its cover, that's bad, that's shallow. It's life. What can we do? We cannot change how people view things. People always judge a book by its cover. So why don't you want the cover to be as fit as possible? Why don't you want the cover to be as attractive as possible? Why don't you want to put your best foot forward first without you having to know anybody, without you having to open your mouth? You walk into a room and you look fit and presentable. Bro, you got the one up. I hope this just puts things into perspective for the people who are, trying to get in shape, or at least trying to stay in shape too, But yeah, my name is Lougotfit. I love having these late night talks. Like and subscribe for more.